Hey, are you ready to know the direction of the day for the world's most traded forex pair, the Euro USD? Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful Monday morning. It is exactly 8:30 a.m. my local time here in East Africa. But if you're using the New York time, that's exactly 1:30 a.m. in the morning. So thank you guys for joining me. I always jump onto these live streams every Monday to Friday to basically share what I believe the direction of the day is going to be like on the Euro USD. So if you're someone who is out there and you struggle with the daily bias, definitely this is the live stream that you should be catching every Monday to Friday to basically enable you, you know about what the direction of the day is going to be like on the Euro USD. Now, I basically use my trading strategy, which is a 50% win rate strategy with a 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio. So it is a very profitable strategy, and I've used this particular strategy for more than a year. And I trade it religiously, guys. So if you're looking for that strategy, exactly this is the strategy that you're going to be trading. If you're interested, I'll be sharing everything about this particular strategy right here on this live stream. So stay tuned. Uh, just be ready, get ready to as I unpack everything about this particular strategy and basically share as well what I believe the direction of the day is going to be like. But I would like to talk to someone. If you are someone out there that struggles with analysis paralysis, I mean, you maybe have two strategies that you trade, and for some reason, at one point, you find yourself like maybe one strategy has given you a setup, but on the other strategy, it's contradicting what this other strategy says. So if you ever find yourself in such a situation, I would like you to know, or what I would like you to do is basically, choose or select out one strategy that you're going to be using. Stick to one strategy that you're going to use to be able, to cut out any, anything that contradicts your mind, because if you ever take a loss, let's say after going back and forth on a two different strategy and saying let me choose this, and then it ends up taking the loss, you're going to be scarred. You're going to feel like you're betrayed by that strategy, and then another time you will try another strategy. If it also fails, then you're going to be in a constant loop of emotions and trying out different things. Just stick to one, guys, because this is how you conquer these markets. Just stick to one strategy and keep trading it. Just keep trading one strategy to avoid analysis paralysis in this market. So that's my word of advice for to you today. Hope you take it. Hope you you find some value from this. And as well, if you happen to find some value from this particular live stream, please go ahead, give it a like, because this really goes a long way for the channel. It enables us, keep reaching out to more and more other people, as the YouTube algorithm actually tends to recommend our videos or our live streams to more other people out there that would love to watch this type of content. So thank you guys to whoever is joining right now. I'm grateful. I'm really happy that you guys are joining on here. So yeah, so with my strategy, it is a 50% win rate strategy that enables me catch a 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio. So it is a very profitable strategy. In just no minute, I'm going to be jumping. I'll be jumping into my data to basically show you guys what exactly how this strategy has been performing for me over 1 year period time that I've religiously traded this particular strategy. So let me share my screen right now to basically show you guys what or the kinds of results this particular strategy has been giving me over this period of over a year now. So what you're looking at on your screen right there, I'm trying to pull up, the data from the strategy. So what you're seeing right here, this is exactly my data. And I started trading this strategy in May of last year, 2023. And when you look at the months right here, you can clearly see that it is a very profitable strategy. I've been having green months all the way through. So if you're looking for a profitable strategy, definitely this is one of those strategies that you might be able to consider. Remember, I'm going to be jumping into everything about this strategy right here on this live stream. So I'm basically going to share with you guys how I trade this strategy for you to be able to maybe go back home, back test this strategy to be able to make it your very own as well. So this is the strategy, and when you look at the monthly profits right here, you can see the month of May at the 5%, June at the 6%, July at the 7%, August was the 1%. You can see, guys, there's nothing crazy here. There's so many I like to call them scam artists out there. Those gurus and influencers that sometimes you do follow. They promise you heaven on earth that maybe with my strategy, you are going to be making maybe 50% in profits every single month, so 100% or 200%. They tend to have those catchphrases that get you. They like to tell you the things that you like to hear or that you want to hear. So they get you with all these catchy phrases, and then once you actually buy into their maybe mentorships or their course, you find that you are not getting the value that you actually expected. So guys, I'm giving you something here for free, and if you want real trading, this is how real trading looks like. It's nothing crazy, guys. So you can see the month of September at the 5%. Then when it came to October was a good month. I had the 23%. Then when we came to the month of January this year, I had an 18% right there. Then February, I had a 4%. March, I had a 7%. April has so far been my best month with a 25%. And then the month of May, I had a 12%. June, I had a 5%. And the month of July, I had an 11%. So that's the kind of strategy that I trade. And I believe that if you trade the same way, if you go back test this strategy and, start trading it the way I'm going to be sharing exactly how it's traded, I'm sure you'll be able to get the same kinds of results that I do get on a daily or on a monthly basis right here. I'm going to be sharing it for free. So, which other way can you get such great information other than you actually always jumping onto these live streams with me? So this is the strategy. Usually, it is a type of strategy that utilizes the previous day's candle. So on that previous day's candle, price always leaves some kind of area of interest. So it is that area of interest that price usually taps back into on the next day to basically be able to expand in the opposite direction. So basically, this is the type of strategy that I trade. So I'm going to be sharing everything about it. But for me, even before I jump onto the charts on a daily, there are some things or there's some kind of routine that I go through on a daily to be able to, acquaint myself with what exactly the market is saying for that particular day. So the first website I like to check out, it is a fundamentals website, which is this right here. It's called Bloomberg.com. So it is a website I always check out every single morning before I actually get onto the chart. So it is a website that I like to check out. Personally, I'm a purely technical trader, but I like to check out the fundamental side is saying about the particular pair that I'm trading, which is the Euro USD. I basically like to check out what they are saying about this particular pair. And then once I've seen exactly what they are saying, then I'm able to trade most of the times in the direction of the fundamentals. So the reason I check out Bloomberg.com is for me to see if there is any major news, guys. Remember, the keyword there is major news. If there is nothing major, then I'm not concerned. So I'm only and only checking out for major news on Bloomberg.com. So you can see right here. So for you to get onto here, you just go to bloomberg.com and then come under markets, then currencies, then you'll be able to select out the particular currency that you trade. So for me, I trade the Euro USD. So I'm able to come to the related news on the Euro USD. Then I'm able to check out everything about that particular pair. So we can see 30 minutes ago, there was an update. Asia currencies hit 7-month high on Goldilocks US scenario. So this is nothing major. Japan, yen jumps 1% against dollar. So this is not about my pair. Nigeria aims to raise $2 billion in domestic dollar bond sale. Political turmoil threatens Bahrain resurgence as traders await BOT. Digital euro as Germans fretting their money won't be secure. Stocks see best week in 2024. Okay, so okay, this is news, but it's nothing major. By major news, I mean major political news, or maybe any kind of geopolitical news, or maybe any tragedies happening out there in the world. So these are the kinds of major news stories that I concern myself with. If there is nothing major, then I'm not concerned about, the fundamental side. So once I'm done with Bloomberg.com, then what I do, I also like to check out this other website, which is forexfactory.com. So today, which is the 19th, I'm going to be seeing what exactly the economic calendar on the 19th looks like. So you can clearly see here that we do not have any news that's going to be dropping today. So for me, I filtered this website to only be showing me basically red folder news events. So if there are no red folder news events, then I'm not concerned because I'm looking at major drivers in the market. So if there is nothing like major or red folder news events, then I'm okay with that. So the reason you would like to actually have to filter out these red folder news events is the fact that most times as this news drops, price tends to move crazy. And if you are, let's say, in a trade and maybe you haven't banked your profits, price might just go against you and wipe out all the profits that you've made in that particular day or for that particular day. So for some traders, they like to be out of these markets before the news drops. So that's how some people trade. I don't know if you trade that way. You can go ahead in the comments and let me know if you also, always get out of the trades before these news events drop. So you can head to the comments and let me know about you. And then sometimes also, if a trade happens to go against you during these news events, especially these red folder news events, many of the brokers, they tend to actually widen the spreads on they tend to widen spreads, so you might end up getting slipped more than you actually expected to be to lose on that particular trade. Let's say if you earlier said that I want to only if I'm wrong on this trade, I only want to lose maybe 10 pips in the markets. So the broker might end up slipping you 10 more pips. So instead of taking a loss of 10 pips, you end up taking maybe 20 pips in the market. So this can happen. So for you to avoid all this, in my humble and wise opinion, I suggest that maybe you get out of the trade before these news events drop, or maybe you can have the risk. You can have the risk on that particular trade. You can cut the risk maybe to 50%, and if the trade goes against you, you only get slipped a little more not way or wider spreads in that case. So basically, this is my word of advice to you. You can take it or leave it, but I found this to be working for me. So basically, that is it there. So if we are to get to the charts right now, you can clearly see this is price action. This was my trade for Friday. It went through my TP like crazy, guys. So this is it. This is what we have right here. You can see this is price action for today. Now with this strategy, it is a strategy that utilizes the previous day's candle, and basically on that previous day's candle, I'm looking out for something I like to call an area of interest. An area of interest can either be, an order block. It can be a fair value gap from the previous day. It can also be maybe an equal high or equal lows in the markets from the previous day. So these are things I like to concern myself with. So I basically look at if price has actually given me any of these scenarios, maybe an order block, a fair value gap from the previous day, or equal highs or equal lows. So when you look at price action from the previous day, which was the 16th of August 2024, clearly it was very bullish, and this is what we had. So it price formed an order block right here as it actually changed character right here. This is on the 1 hour time frame. So price actually was very bullish for that day. So basically, what does this tell us? If I'm to look at an area of interest, I can see that there were fair value gaps all the way through here. There were fair value gaps. So usually likes to tap back into these fair value gaps to be able to actually continue to the upside. So price usually likes to tap back into these areas. So one thing I would like to concern, or one thing that I would like to look out for concerning that previous day would be this level here, like this exact level here. So price would at least, personally, what I'll be looking at would be price coming all the way down here, continues up there. So the level I'm looking at is 1.10037. So once price gets to that level, then I'll be looking to actually, go long in that case. So that's one of the levels I'll be looking at. Now, when we look at the upper side for that previous day, which was the 16th, the high for the day. It was at this level 1.10300. So that high was already violated when we see price has already taken out that particular high. So the other thing I like to look out for now is the high for the Asian session today. So that's another level. Once the high for the Asian session, you can see price has already broken structure here. So once the high for the Asian session is taken out, then I'll be looking to actually, go short in this case. So price is still raging. So once it takes out this Asian high, uh, that is after time, or that is 2 a.m. New York time. So once price, takes out the high of the Asian session for today, then I'll be looking to actually go short on this particular day. So basically, these are the two scenarios that I'll be looking out for today. And once price actually does what I'm expecting it to do, then I'll be reacting off those two levels. So price taking out this Asian high right here. Once price takes it out at from 9 a.m. my local time, or 2 a.m. New York time. Once price takes it out, then I'll be looking to actually, react to what price would have done at that particular time. So for me, once price gets to these levels, this or after it has taken out, you can see this analysis. I've been doing it on the 1 hour time frame, but once price actually takes out those levels from 9 a.m. my local time, then I drop down to the 5 minute time frame, and this is where I actually take my entries. So I take my entry on the 5 minute time frame. So what I'm looking out for, or what I look out for on the 5 minute time frame, is what I call inversion fair value gap. This is basically when price, covers and a fair value gap that was previously, there. So this is how I like to take my entries. And once price has formed an inversion fair value gap, I basically make my entry and use 10 pips as my stop loss. And when it comes to the take profit, I always go for 30 pips in the market, but I always also like to squeeze this to at least a 1 to 4 to be able to make some extra profits from this market. So basically, this is how I trade, and my entries are made between 9 a.m. my local time up to about 3:29 a.m. 3:29 p.m. my local time, or if you're using the New York time, that is between 2 a.m. New York time up to about 8:29 a.m. New York time. So basically, these are the times. Since I trade the London session, this is the time I make my entries. If my setup doesn't form within that time period, then I'm not trading for that day. So basically, these are rules I set for myself, and I abide by these rules. I don't bend anything when it comes to my rules. I don't bend anything because I set these rules myself. So if I bend them, then it only shows a weakness on my side. So basically, this is what I'm looking out for today. Hope you guys are seeing exactly what I mean here. So this is what I'll be looking out for today. Once price forms exactly how I expect it to, then I'll be taking a trade. So basically, this is what I'll be looking out for today. Hope you guys are seeing the same. In case of you have any questions, you can go over to the comment section and let me know exactly the kinds of questions you might be having for me. So I'll be waiting to basically answer you back on any of those questions that you guys might be having. And then also remember to manage your risk as you trade. Please do manage your risk, because if you don't manage your risk well, you will not become profitable in this market. So manage your risk right. This is how you're going to stay profitable in these markets. So thank you guys for watching today. I'll be catching tomorrow the same time right here on the channel. So thank you for joining me today morning. I'll catch you tomorrow same time. I wish you a very good